Who was the first person to eat crab? Regardless, that person must have been an adventurous food connoisseur. There is no profession directly related to crabs, but some connoisseurs are very serious about cooking crabs. No matter what they do, they are always trying to bring out the best in the food they love. Someone who works in a field for over 10 years becomes a master. The first connoisseur we are going to meet has been catching crabs for over 30 years. Ouyang Shihai catches crabs using only a pair of leather work gloves.
眼镜戴的也没用，它退潮的时候，它水都是那个黑的。 下面海粒很多，很容易割到手啊。这个也要看感觉啊，我下面都是螃蟹洞。
The crab burrows are actually cement pipes Ouyang Shihai placed in the pond 5 meters below the surface. Mud crabs looking for a burrow in the seabed become trapped in them. The pincers of an adult mud crab can cut off a man's finger, but he is not worried.
从螃蟹底下穿过去，握住它那个钳子，就不会被夹到了。哇，这么大来只！
This one weighs about 500 grams. That's a good start. Ouyang Shihai's 30 years of experience tells him that there are plenty more crabs. In this season, the female crabs haven't produced roe, so the meaty male crabs are the most popular. People in Fujian are very fond of this crab dish. The crab meat is first covered with eggs and gently fried. When it is done, it is topped with fresh mung bean sprouts. This is called osmanthus flower crab, which is a reflection of its shape, as well as the season of osmanthus flowers and crabs. Ouyang Shihai has saved one mud crab in his basket. Because it just molted, it will be very juicy with not much meat, making it not worth much in the market. But his family has a special way of cooking it. The juice is what holds the crab together in the process of molting. Porridge with pork and fresh vegetables is the perfect accompaniment. The rice absorbs the fresh and sweet taste of the crab and its juice. Although it is an ordinary family dish, the family enjoys it as much as more famous dishes. Some are skilled at catching crabs, and others are good at selling them. Fuyong is the last fishing village in Shenzhen. People have been selling seafood here for years, and many come here daily.
现在深圳的城市发展很快，本地的海产品越来越少了，但是我想大家都希望能保存一点老深圳的味道。
Chen Shihong, a Shenzhen native, founded the seafood market. When vendors want an appraisal of their stock, they all look to him.
哦，好嘢。你一看到玩有蟹的，那个爪的关节都有油的，打开验，更看到有金黄的啊，这个的真正的玩有蟹，而且这个已经顶级了。
It is rare to find an oily crab among the mud crabs. In the summer, female crabs with roe swim in the shoal of the Pearl River estuary. A few experience a dramatic change as the hot sun melts the roe into a golden paste that spreads throughout the crab's body. This is only a 1 in 1,000 occurrence. Chen Shihong knows better than anyone how rare oily crabs are. After the market closes is his favorite time of day.
我跟海星呢打了一辈子的交道，海星的做法很简单，做法简单又能吃到鲜美的味道。
The oily crabs Chen Shihong bought must be consumed today. They must also be handled carefully, since just one missing leg could cause a lot of the roe to escape. Ice water slows the crab's movement. When they are steamed, the crab oil permeates the meat, creating a perfect combination. Chen Shihong's old friends have already arrived to enjoy the dish. The melted yellow roe gives the steamed oily crabs a special aroma. The crab meat becomes golden yellow and has a sweet, smooth taste. The taste is a rare treat, even for many local gourmets. Chen Shihong has been selling seafood for half of his life, which he greatly enjoys, just like Shenzhen natives always cherish the memories of the fishing village of Fuyong. Life in Suzhou, with its soft local dialect, is generally pretty slow-paced. But people in the food industry can never rest.
你们最近的蟹肴开发的怎么样了？我们的这次这个蟹肴上呢，还是比较就是偏时尚的一些菜肴，已经基本定型。
我们苏帮菜呢，因为有3000年的历史，那么这里边呢，不乏有文人的一些菜流传下来。
The conversation among the trio inevitably turns to tradition and innovation. They are going to find the truth through experimentation.
那么我们就选一个时尚的菜，一个传统的菜，看我们的顾客更喜欢哪个菜，做个试验。
Suzhou has 12 million full-time residents, half of whom are originally from other places. The old and the new exist side by side in this ancient city, but the new style cuisine is gradually coming to the fore. Qian Lixin, a relative newcomer, believes that a dish should be as pretty as it is delicious. But the real beauty of Suzhou is hidden deep in the old street along the ancient canal. Hua Yonggun, the oldest of the trio, is a former president of the Suzhou Culinary Association. After he retired, he began bringing traditional Suzhou dishes back to life here. Hua Yonggun is confident because he has been carefully studying a crab dish from an ancient book.
密谢雍建皆大业6年吴军所献。
The story of candied crabs is from the Sui dynasty. There is no mention of the type of crab, but because of Suzhou's location, Hua Yonggen believes it was probably the Chinese mitten crab.
因为苏州菜呢，外地的人都称为文人菜，他追求一种意境，他追求一个情怀，他不需要考虑你的制作成本、制作的时间，不会按照你社会上在流行什么，他在流行什么。好多东西经过他们的口上，经过他们的笔下，才能把它流传下来。
An artist follows his heart and is not concerned about the cost of a crab dish. To make the dish, the finest fatty liver from a barbel is fried with the finest crab cream. They taste different, but both are full of fat. The two ingredients complement each other when cooked together. No chef has ever tried to make a sweet crab dish before. In order to succeed, Hua Yonggen even adds his beloved osmanthus sugar.
这个今天的做菜的一个单子啊，按照这样去做。
好的。
Hua Yonggen, student of many years, understands the logic of his recipe. He uses lard for a rich taste to fry the crab roe, crab meat, and crab pieces separately. Next, he mixes them together and fries them again, removing the mixture from the heat at the peak of perfection.
老冰糖是甜里边带鲜味出来，蜂蜜是加生糖的质地，它的甜味甜得深。桂花糖是我们苏州特有的一种桂花，它的甜味中间带有桂花的香味。
再品尝一下。
这个味道做得很好，到位了，有以前的味道。
Hua Yonggen's dish is ready. 3 days later, the competition comes off as scheduled. Crabs are the stars, and one meal will determine the winner. A familiar figure appears in a corner of the bustling restaurant. The candied crab turned out to be the more popular dish. But Hua Yonggen doesn't really care about the result. He believes it's his responsibility to follow his own culinary path. A man in Ningbo is doing the same thing. Dai Yongming, a master chef, has been teaching Ningbo cuisine to young people for most of his life.
这个菜肴呢，具有宁波呢典型的鲜咸合一的这么个特点。
Ningbo is a major port in southeast coastal China. September is prime season for swimming crabs. In Dai Yongming's eyes, crabs are an essential part of Ningbo cuisine.
做的，这就会做的。你把中国的拿，中国那个更好。
The culinary masters in Ningbo have a unique skill. Even after making 18 cuts in a crab, it maintains an appealing appearance all the way to the dining table. The crab meat is first slowly braised in an iron skillet with soybean paste, after which a ladle of hot oil instantly brings out the flavor and aroma. The strong taste of the soybean paste is a perfect complement to the fresh taste of the crab. Dai Yongming likes to invite some of his closest students for an occasional meal. The students are already doing well in the industry. While enjoying dishes cooked by their mentor and talking about the old days, the students also get inspiration. The most popular dish by far was the steamed crab with marinated ribs. Yellow rice wine has long been popular in Ningbo. The wine is combined with a byproduct of the distillation process for secondary fermentation. This helps cover the fishy smell of the crabs. To prepare the ribs, they are first cut into small pieces before adding salt and the rice wine and allowing them to marinate. The bacteria in the wine mixture and the pork all go through fermentation. The released amino acids and salt further bring out the fresh taste.
宁波菜注重原汁原味、鲜咸合一，新鲜的原料和腌制的原料或者呢海货干制品组合在一起，这是鲜咸合一的定义。
Dai Yongming introduced steamed crabs with marinated ribs 20 years ago. The dish has become popular all over Ningbo, yet hardly anyone knows the dish's creator. This is the first time these students have ever seen the recipes that Dai Yongming has collected over the years. Some of the dishes are already famous, and some are untried.
早的时候，宁波菜那个就是比较零碎，不怎么高端。当前来讲呢，还是远远被人家所低估。
The students have mixed feelings about Dai's notebooks. Maybe they now have a fuller understanding of the responsibility of a connoisseur. Connoisseurs come from all kinds of family backgrounds and age groups, and many are non-Chinese. At 7 p.m., a fishing vessel pulls in from Russia. These giant ships come from the distant Bering Strait. Although they are called king crabs, they are not related to crabs. It's extremely hard to transport live king crabs. All 10 tons of crab must be transferred in less than an hour after dark. The Chinese personnel transfer the cargo to the low-temperature seawater cabin for the next leg of the journey. In less than 30 hours, the live king crabs have arrived in Shenzhen, 1,500 kilometers away. At 3 o'clock in the morning, a special connoisseur leaves his residence. Here, the king crabs will be divided into different classes depending on Chen Biaobing's 16 years of experience.
这个线明显是不够生猛的，它的吸水量呢，它是比较吸了比较多一点的水的，所以它是一个比较不健康的一个线。这种线我们退回。
King crabs live deep in the water, at 2 to 5 degrees Celsius. They take at least 10 years to mature and exceed 10 kilograms. Their stretched out legs can be over 1.8 meters. Unlike true crabs, they can move both straight forward and sideways. The king crabs from different areas differ slightly in color. The red and blue ones are most popular and most valued by Chen Biaobing. The king crabs were caught in the Bering Strait, shipped to Shanghai, and then to Shenzhen. They have one more journey to make before they reach the dinner table. Shenzhen is a top-class city of dreams, miracles, and invisible pressures. At dusk, tired young people come here after work, looking for comfort food. The king crabs that arrived today will no doubt take center stage in today's seafood catch.
来自长角蟹吗？这个可以一蟹三吃，有3种做法，相当于3个菜。哎，跟女朋友拍个照吗，帅哥？啊，就来一蟹三吃哦。好。
Amid the sound of laughter, a large king crab is sent to the kitchen. It is very fresh, so the taste of the dish now depends on the chef. Oud Zhenggui from Guangxi was fully prepared to cook it 12 hours ago. He first prepares oil flavored with garlic and spices. The main part of a king crab is the legs, which are cut into equal-sized pieces. This ensures the dish will look perfect when served. The boiling oil locks in the moisture. He then fries the minced garlic using the oil he prepared. The last steps have to be completed within 30 seconds. The fried chopped ginger and the fried chili can add aroma to the crab, and the soy sauce enhances its fresh taste. This cooking method invented by Oud Zhenggui is inspired by the famous Hong Kong dish, the typhoon shelter crab. However, since king crabs have longer muscle fiber, the water within will flow away if the crab is fried for too long, and they'll taste dry. Thus, he has improved the cooking method according to the feature. These young people travel to other places from their hometown. They are daring and courageous. Just like the city Shenzhen, although they set off on a journey empty-handed, they'll shine in their own field one day. Connoisseurs are not born with a gift for something. They become connoisseurs because they have a passion for something and then start their exploration. The journey of crabs is actually the journey of life. Countless connoisseurs in raising crabs, crabbing, and cooking crabs have enabled the fresh and delicious taste of crabs to travel across the country. It nurtures people's daily life and is a signature of their prosperous life. It also reflects the peace and prosperity of China.